Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spicer Field on the campus of Tufts University. We are about ready to get going in the first game of the Medford Regional in the D3 NCAA softball tournament. This is, of course, a double elimination regional. Each of these teams have 2 lives, but it's a lot easier to get yourself out of this regional and to the super regional if you win game 1. If you win game 1, you find yourself 2 wins away from getting yourself to the super regionals. If you lose game 1, you need to win 4 straight to escape Medford and keep your season alive. I'm Riley Daniel. Alongside me is Gabe Gonzalez. Gabe, we have 2 great teams here in Cabrini and Moravian. Who do you have your eyes on in this game?
Well, thank you, Riley. In this game, from the Moravian side, my eyes are on Holly Walter. She's been one of the best hitters on the team all season long. And then on the Cabrini side, I think Ariana Miranda has been fantastic for them. She's been so key in terms of batting average, home runs, doubles, stolen bases. She's going to be really key for them if they want to come out today with the victory.
Yeah, I mean, Miranda, phenomenal. We saw her warming up. Just the way she plays center field is something else. An interesting strategic point, Cabrini coming out without a DP today. They are hitting all 9 fielders. A very rarely used strategy. We'll see if it pays off for them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Moravian responds to that early on in this game.
It will be Miranda up to bat here for the Cavaliers to lead off, facing off, of course, against Maddie Cunningham, the sophomore for Moravian.
Miranda was the 2022 Atlantic East Player of the Year, so a very talented player and very consistent throughout her years.
Yeah, I mean, she comes into today hitting .463. That one is in there for strike 1 from Cunningham. Cunningham's had a really nice season. A 197 ERA, 18 complete games, so she has been a workhorse this year. The 0-1 is in there at the knees for strike 2.
And Cunningham getting off to a really strong start here to begin against really, I'd say, one of their best hitters in Miranda.
I don't think there's much of an argument there. The 0-2 is just off the plate. Cunningham wanted it. It's a good pitch there, and really good patience from Miranda to lay off it.
Yeah, she's had really great plate discipline all year. Only 11 walks in the season.
Good eye there from Miranda as Cunningham went upstairs trying to get her to chase. But you're not going to fool a hitter as good as Miranda with a pitch like that.
No, it's going to take something really special to strike her out here.
The 2-2 is lined into center field and down for a base hit. And Miranda works a 2-strike at bat into a single.
And just as we said in the intro, what a fantastic start for Cabrini there, with Miranda getting the single right off the bat to put them on the field.
That will bring up
the right fielder, number 8, Abby Tolberman.
Abby Tolberman hitting .348 on the year. Been a good power hitter with an .853 OPS. As that one is whipped in there for a strike.
Absolutely. She was named to the All-Atlantic East All-Academic team last year. Very talented all around. High batting average.
The 0-1. Runner is going. That one's popped foul out of play.
And a little unfortunate there for Miranda. I think she would have had another stolen base there.
She would have. And she's had a pretty good go of it on the year running. 36 for 38 on the base paths this year. The leading base stealer for this Cabrini team. There she goes again. Delayed steal, and she is in safely on the strike.
Yeah, and just had a really great lead, and that wasn't a bad throw at all by the catcher, but she was just able to make sure that she was able to get there before the throw made it there.
And now Tobelman will have the opportunity to drive in a run, looking to add to her team lead, or team second, 24 RBIs on the season.
This would be a dream start.
That one just misses off the outside corner. Good location from Cunningham. Another 2-2 is fouled out of play.
Good at bat here. She fouls off a couple good pitches.
Yeah, I mean, this Cabrini team, they don't strike out a lot. You look at their team as a season, 114 strikeouts. Not been that big of a problem. It's less than 1 in every 10 at-bats, one of the lowest rates we've seen in teams that have come to Spicer this year. On the other side, Cunningham, not a particularly strikeout-oriented pitcher, averages about 5 a game, so the payoff pitch is foul-tipped, and we'll do it over again.
Yeah, full count. That's just a great job staying alive there for Tobelman.
Really, and especially when you have a workhorse against you like Cunningham, you want to make her work. You want to try and see if you get into that Moravian bullpen. It may not pay dividends off, but as that one misses inside.
It's just really good plate discipline on her part there, getting onto base and now giving Google a chance to potentially get more than 1 run in.
Yeah, Madison Google, I mean, one of
number 32, Madison
a half
Google.
dozen on this Moravian Cavaliers team hitting over 300. She hitting 384. Shows bunt. Didn't make any contact, but the runners will advance. And an excuse me attempted bunt will do the job and allow her to swing freely here.
Yeah, Google last year was second on the team in hits with 44, so she's been very consistent throughout her years at Cabrini.
The 0-1. Google hits that one foul out of play, down 0-2.
Yeah, showing some of the power she has there, getting a good hit on that one.
Interesting to note, the Moravian infield defense is all even with the bag, so they are looking, in all likelihood, to come home with it. The 0-2 is fouled out of play. They are making Cunningham work.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting their bats on the balls from Cunningham and making trying to get them into play here.
The 0-2 to Google is lined down the left field line, and that is down, and that'll go. 2 runs will score. Maddie Google with a 2-run double, and the Cavaliers take an early lead.
And that'll be an easy double there for Google. Stand up, and what a fantastic job just getting in 2 runs after a wonderful start to the day there for Cabrini.
Yeah, Zedelmoy looked like she could have maybe had an angle on it, but that ball just had a little bit of spin on it, tailed down the line, and found the grass.
No, she had the right initial read in left field. Her glove just was a couple inches too short of it, and that's why it ended up being a 2-run double.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if she's playing back and not in as they were trying to cut down the run at the plate. Does she catch that ball? But it's too late to wonder that now, as immediately in the NCAA tournament, Moravian in a little bit of a jam here in this first inning. Cabrini, they're a team that's been here before, obviously. They were in the Medford Regional last year. They got knocked out with losses to Muhlenberg and Rowan in 2 games. Looking to do a little bit better this year. Burns, the pitcher, will step up to bat here. Drops a nice bunt back to the pitcher. Cunningham fires to first for the out, but the runner advances to third.
And that's just a perfectly executed bunt there by Burns, getting the run from second to third, 90 feet away from home plate.
Yeah, now a real opportunity here.
Now batting for Cabrini, number 23,
for Andrews.
Sydney Andrews.
Sydney Andrews, the first year, has had a really nice first season in Pennsylvania. 301 batting average. That one line foul.
And Andrews just continues the trend so far in this game of Cabrini hitters really getting good contact off of Cunningham so far.
Yeah, Andrews, the leading Cavalier in RBIs with 30. Looking to add to that. Any hard hit ball will likely do the trick here.
Yeah, 6 doubles will do that for you.
Or a drag bunt. That'll get down. That'll get the run in. A sacrifice bunt for Sydney Andrew, and it's 3-0 Cabrini.
We're really seeing a bunt clinic so far in this game. That's another perfectly executed bunt there to just get the runners home.
Yeah, and for those of you at home, that was not a safety squeeze. That was a suicide squeeze run by Cabrini and executed perfectly by Andrews. Now stepping up is Delaney, who lines that one. Nice play, firing onto first, and a really nice defensive play from Walter there at the end of the top of the first. 3 runs on 2 hits for Cabrini. Moravian coming up to bat. We'll be right back.
Moving to the bottom.
Welcome back here to Spicer. Up to bat are the Moravian Greyhounds, and on the mound for Cabrini is Avery Burns. Why don't you tell us a little bit about her, Gabe?
Yeah, Avery Burns has been really so key for the Cabrini all year long. She's 9 innings pitched on the year, only 11 hits allowed, 14 strikeouts. She's had a fantastic season all year long.
Yeah, I mean, and then she has to face off, as that one's in there for a strike, against Holly Walter, who has really been everything for this Greyhounds team, leading them in almost every statistical category, including runs, hits, home runs, and total bases, but could not get around on that one as a nice off-speed pitch there.
Yeah, Holly Walter has clearly been one of the best power hitters on this team. Second in home runs, so definitely very key to whatever the Moravian wants to do today.
The 1-2 is a little high. Walter too patient to chase that one. And now Burns gets set with the 2-2. Walter swung on and missed. Burns brought the heat upstairs and a strikeout.
That was just a bullet there by Burns, totally fooling her right there in that pitch.
Yeah, I mean, she has been a strikeout queen on the season, 174 and 130 innings. So she likes to go after hitters, and we saw it there. I'll bring up Zettlemore, who takes that one for a ball.
Yeah, Zettlemore has been such a key doubles hitter on the year for Moravian. 5 doubles on the year, so very key at driving an RBIs for them.
That one is a little bit low and outside. Burns working quickly here in this first, trying to keep the momentum with the Cavaliers after that phenomenal top half of the inning. The 2-0 is just outside and 3-0. We'll see if Zettlemore gets a take sign here. I would imagine she would, it being the first inning. Didn't matter. That pitch was well outside the zone, and a 4-pitch walk drawn by the number 2 hitter.
Yeah, I think Burns just needs to settle in a little bit more. I mean, four straight balls is not exactly ideal, but she's very talented, so I have no doubt she'll figure that one out in this game.
Lindsay Gorey stepping in now, hitting .304 on the season. Interestingly, if you want to know a fun stat, Gorey's the only Moravian Greyhound with multiple triples on the year. Of course, Spicer is a field that is a triples park. If you can get one into the gap, you can turn and run.
Yeah, she also has the most walks on the team, so that just demonstrates the incredible plate discipline she's demonstrated for Moravian all year long and how valuable she is in terms of getting on base for them.
The 1-1 is slapped the other way and just past the second base woman and into right field. Good opposite field hitting there from Goris, and 2 on, 1 out.
That was unfortunate, but she almost had the positioning there to make the play there. Just the ball went a little bit outside of her glove.
Yeah, it was a good effort there from Barbara, and it almost looks as if she just slightly mistimed it. It hopped up over her glove, and 2 on, 1 out for Silverman, who swings through that for strike number 1.
Yeah, Silverman actually has the highest batting average on the team, so she's been so key to what they want to do so far this year.
Yeah, she's also tied for the team leading home runs, so she can both hit for average and power. Runners going late as that ball kicked off the glove of the catcher, Salter. Yeah, and now second and third.
Yeah, that's the second pitch by Burns there that was way outside the strike zone. Definitely something to watch out for if that continues in this game.
Burns has had a little bit of a walk problem this year, has thrown 55. That one is fouled out of play, and she's ahead 1-2 here. Imagine this one will be outside of the zone. You don't want to give Silverman anything to hit. The 1-2 is in the zone and fouled off, and Burns got away with one there.
Yeah, Silverman's seeing the ball pretty well, getting good contact on it, just has to get it in play here for them.
Yeah. Cabrini playing back, so a ball hit on the ground will score a run. That one just missed as Burns ratcheted up the velocity trying to get the outside corner and just yanked it a little too far.
Yeah, those are the pitches that she's going to want to get as this game progresses.
The 2-2 fouled back. Great piece of staying alive there from Silverman.
Yeah, it's been a great at-bat so far.
They are definitely making Burns work. Nothing comes easy in the NCAA tournament. The 2-2 is fouled off. Silberman will see pitch number 7 of this at-bat.
Yeah, not ideal if you're Burns here right now. You want to strike her out really badly to get it to 2 outs in the inning.
The 2-2 is down the right field line and dropping foul. And honestly, probably a lucky break for Cabrini that Tobelman dropped that ball, because that would have been a guaranteed run.
Yeah, I thought potentially that was going to be a sacrifice fly there, but luckily for her, she dropped the ball.
The 2-2. Silberman lines that one foul, and she will just keep working Burns, as she will now see the 9th pitch of this at-bat.
Yeah, if she gets a hit here, she's definitely going to have earned it. Really good pitching duel here.
Yeah, you get the sense this at-bat could be a huge momentum swing, whichever way it turns. The 2-2 is fouled all the way back and into the parking lot. Somehow she hit that ball directly backwards. I don't know how.
Trying really hard to get 2 runs in here to cut the deficit to 1.
Yeah, I mean, she's trying to provide. Way ahead of that one. She's seeing it well, just not able to hit it straight. And we will see pitch number 11 in the at-bat.
Yeah, she's launching some missiles in the foul ball territory. Just hasn't been able to keep them in place so far this at-bat.
That one is lined and foul, and we'll do another pitch. It's the 12th pitch of this at-bat coming up. The 24th pitch already for Burns in the inning.
Yeah, talk about a way to work a pitcher so early in the game.
Burns takes a long pause, sets, fires. That one will be fouled off again.
These are just absolute bombs she's launching.
Yeah, and even if this ends in a strikeout, Silberman, this is a phenomenal at-bat. 13 pitches. That one is fouled towards the screen, off the screen, and I believe that's out of play, so we will do it over again.
And that was so close. It just very narrowly glanced off the side netting there.
And pitch number 14 in the at-bat here. Who will win the battle? Burns set, deals, swung on and missed, the strikeout, and boy, you can see the smile on Amanda Burns' face from here. She earned that one.
And the high-rising fastball by Burns there really just totally fooled her there. And fantastic pitching on her part.
Sage Schneider will step in a bat here, looking to get Moravian something to show for this really good offensive inning. Schneider comes in, having started 40 games, hitting .375 on the year.
Yeah, Snyder's really blazing fast. 15 stolen bases on the year, so she gets on base. She's really a handful for the opposing team.
Good low strike there from Burns. 1-1. That one is high. 2-1 now to Snyder.
Yeah, she's tied for the lead in triples, so definitely a very good hitter for Moravian.
That one is swung on and missed. And now Burns is 1 strike away from getting out of this jam unscathed.
Yeah, when Burns can get that really good fastball up in the high end zone going, she's really hard to hit off of.
The 2-2 hits her, and that'll load the bases.
Absolute worst case scenario there.
And now she dealt with one Silberman. Now she's going to have to deal with the other, as the DP... Oh, they're making a change. Excuse me here. They're sending Snyder back. Looks as if they called that she didn't get out of the way of it.
You don't see that too often.
And that is strike 3 at the knees. Moravian's going to want an explanation, but a striking out the side did Burns, allowing the Cavaliers to get out of that inning unscathed. We'll take a short break, be right back.
One hit, there were no
Welcome back to Spicer Field on the campus of Tufts University. 3-0 in favor of the Cavaliers as we go to the second. Up to hit here is Emma Barbera.
Yeah, she's such a good player for them. Named the All-Atlantic East first team in 2021. Really consistent player on this team.
And she lines that one into left field, but that hangs up and is caught there for out number one. A nice play defensively by Zelmoy. One down. And really, for Cunningham here, you got to try and work through this lineup. You want to attack it because you're down 3-0, but your offense got a good inning despite not putting any runs on the board. So you want to just get them back up as soon as possible.
Absolutely. If you're Cabrini, you really want to support Burns' very strong inning. More runs, give her more of a cushion.
Cunningham set here against Hulling. That one is lined and sharply, and a nice play defensively as ranging to her left and making a play was Tanner.
Yeah, and two really great fielding plays there by Moravian is just what they needed here after a really rough first inning.
Yeah, really great reactions from Haley Tanner. This will bring up Charlotte Stotler. 2 quick outs here for Moravian. That one just a little low. That one's outside, 2-0.
Yeah, Stotler last year played in 31 games, batted .320.
Yeah, hitting .290 this year with 9 RBIs, only 26 total bases. And after 2 quick outs, Cunningham having a little trouble with command. 3 balls to Stotler, who is being given a take sign. We'll see if Cunningham can find the strike zone here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Stotler responds here.
Shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 4.
Yeah, almost decided to bunt there, but was able to pull back just in time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Couldn't quite tell if that's... to me, it seemed like she was bluffing, just trying to draw ball 4. She got it. And now, obviously, you have Miranda up, one of your best hitters. The question then becomes, do you think about sending Stotler? Miranda doesn't give them the opportunity as she lines that in to left field. She is now 2 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, great start for her and just proving why she's so important to this Cabrini team.
That'll bring back up Tobelman, who walked first time up with 2 on here.
The right fielder, number 8, Abby Tobelman.
Cabrini sensing an opportunity to maybe get some breathing room early on. Shows bunt, drops it down. Cunningham out, fires in time, and they get out of the inning.
Yeah, 2-out bunt, not something you see too often, Riley.
Not at all. A really good bunt nonetheless from Tobelman. Just right at Cunningham. Cunningham really good, quickly out of the circle, fired a strike, got them out of the inning. And now we'll see what the Greyhound bats can do as we head to the bottom of the second. Welcome back here, Spicer Field. Emily Silberman stepping into the box. She is DPing today for the Greyhounds, facing off against Burns, who's coming off a very busy first inning in which she threw 35 pitches, but was able to keep it scoreless. And throwing a lot of pitches, it isn't exactly new to her, is it, Gabe?
No, it's not at all. She's really been a total workhorse in the mound with a ton of innings thrown throughout this entire year and pitches as well.
Yeah, that one popped out to left from Silberman. So one pitch, one out to start the second from Burns. Burns has thrown over 100 innings on 100 pitches, on 7 different occasions this season, including 2 times where she has thrown more than 140 pitches. So she could, despite the busy first inning, just keep mowing down these Moravian hitters. That one flared, misplayed by the second basewoman, and an infield single.
That's got to be an error on her part, I assume.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Good job from DeStefano to get that in play. Had a little bit of Irish on it and just wasn't able to be grabbed cleanly by Barbara. Has an error charged to her. That'll bring up Elmore. Infield corners are in, possibly expecting a bunt.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a healthy lead there in first base, looking like she might want to steal potentially.
That one is hit well to left field. Tracking it over is Zettlemore to make the play.
Really good tracking there by the left fielder to make sure that ball wasn't caught in the sun.
Yeah, nice play there by Delaney. She looked as if she was fighting the sun for a little bit, and it looked as if there was a good amount of communication from Miranda in center, telling her how to move to that ball.
The pitcher, number 4, Maddie Cunningham.
Maddie Cunningham now stepping in, trying to help herself out after a good top half of this inning. Down 0-1 in the count, swings and misses, and Burns looking for her 4th K of the day.
And Burns really got some power on those 2 pitches there, really just blowing it right by her.
The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A 1-2, almost 3 inning for the Cavaliers. No hits, no runs for the Greyhounds. We go to the 3rd, 3-0, Cabrini.
The Moravian in the bottom of the 2nd. No.
Welcome back here. Stepping in to the box is Google for her 2nd at-bat. A single first time up, which brought in 2 runs. That one is flared into center field, but will be caught comfortably out there by Snyder for out number 1. And after a really tough top of the first, that is 5 consecutive batters retired for Cunningham.
Yeah, she's really starting to find her groove right here.
Pitch to Burns, a little outside. This is something rare you don't see, but we've seen it already. This is the 3rd time today. Pitcher v. pitcher matchups. Obviously, when you have a pitcher like Avery Burns who can hit .418, you're very comfortable not using a DP.
Yeah, no, it's always really helpful to have a picture like that can hit as well as she can.
We'll see what the mentality here is for Cunningham going after Burns. The 1-1 outside. Cunningham, so far through the first 2 1/3, has really looked to work the bottom of the zone. The couple times she's gone up, she's gotten paid for it, as that one is grounded and taken care of nicely by the second basewoman for out number 2. Really nice defensive play there from Haley Tanner.
Yeah, and a quick 2 outs already in this inning.
For Cabrini, number 22, Sydney Andrews.
Sydney Andrews, who had that really nice bunt first time up that helped drive in the run, now is up with 2 outs, nobody on, so she will be swinging here.
Yeah, she will. 4 home runs on the year.
Leads Cabrini in RBIs as that one is flared out of play. And now Cunningham finds herself 1 strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2 just outside with the off speed.
Yeah, this would be huge for Moravian to get out of this inning with allowing no runs again. Keep them in this game.
Shakes off the first 2 calls. Batter calls for time. That's the first time we've seen that today. A really good choice by the first year in Andrews. When you feel yourself being outthought by the pitcher, take time, as that one's lofted down the left field line, tracked all the way by Zellmeyer, and that will be out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors in the third. Mid-3, 3-0 Cabrini.
For Cabrini in the top.
Holly Walters stepping in here, leading off the top or the bottom of the third, facing off against Burns, who after a 33 pitch top or bottom of the first got through the second in only 8, and is 1-1 here against the superstar third basewoman for the Greyhounds. First time up, she struck out as she takes strike number 2 there at the knees.
Yeah, if Moravian wants to get back in this game, Holly Walter really needs to have a good day.
Yeah, you can already see the confidence Burns is throwing with, the speed she's coming back as that one hits her. And this time there is no debate about getting out of the way. Holly Walter draws a hit by pitch. And now that'll bring up Maya Zedelmoy, who walked first time up and then was stranded on third base during that 14 pitch at bat in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, she's been a great double hitter on the year for them.
Yeah, she's had a nice defensive play, 2 actually, in left field, including that one to end the top half of this inning. We'll see if she can get it going with the bat. 1-1 here. Burns really has a lot of velocity. Very confident in her fastball. We'll see if she goes to the off speed at any point today. That one seemed to have a little bit less. Might have been a sinker, fouled back. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Burns trying to get a quick out here.
That one is just off the corner. Burns wanted a good framing work there by Stolter, but it was just a little too far outside. The 2-2 is lined foul down the left field line.
Yeah, she's getting some good contact off of Burns here.
Yeah, but that's what we've seen. I mean, we saw it in that at-bat with Silberman in the first, though kind of the opposite way. No one seems to be able to time it up very well on Burns. They're either very late or very early. The 2-2. Just upstairs. Full count.
Yeah, good job by Zettelmore here, working the count, getting all the way to full count.
Yeah, I mean, make Avery Burns work. The payoff pitch is low, and that's 2 straight batters who have gotten on. And the one Greyhound with a hit today in Goris is coming up to bat with 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting for Moravian, number 19, Lindsay Goris.
Yeah, she's 5 doubles on the year, so this would be a great opportunity for her to get a run on the board for Moravian.
So I think she just wants to keep the train moving now. Right now, Burns having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. You want to make her throw strikes. Look for your pitch and see if you can do some damage. That one is high. That is 5 straight balls now from Burns and a 2-0 count to Goris. The 2-0. Outside ball 3. You have to imagine the take sign is on. That one is inside ball 4. Bases loaded, nobody out, and it looks as if Cabrini coach Chris Potesto is going to come have a conversation with Avery Burns.
I think you have to with the situation they're in, and especially Marcy Silberman now coming up the bat. Best power hitter on the team, one of the best, highest average on the team. Got to make sure you can handle her correctly.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the message, if I was the Cabrini coaching staff, is we're very comfortable right now trading a run for an out. Because you trade a run for an out, especially if with a pitcher who is that good at getting strikeouts as Burns, you really need one. You can trade 1 for an out, get 1 strikeout, and then get yourself out of this inning with only 1 run damage. You'd feel very good about that.
Absolutely.
Here is Silberman, who had that 14-pitch at-bat in the first. Takes that one at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, with no outs right now, she has to be salivating at the possibility of getting the first run on the board.
Absolutely. The 0-1, low, just missed. What Silberman doesn't want to do is be too aggressive here and chase pitches out of the zone, trying to get those runs in. As she held her hands back there, thought about it, and takes ball 2. The 2-1 to Silberman is hammered down to left field, and that is a grand slam. Marcy Silberman gives the Greyhounds a 4-3 lead.
Talk about a big NCAA moment there for Marcy Silberman. Just fantastic job making sure that she was able to get a hit this time.
Yeah, Marcy Silberman making me eat my words, as not only did she swing at a pitch that was not in the zone, she turned on it and sent it 250 feet for a home run.
And just like that, Moravian is taking the lead.
Yeah, it can change in a blink of an eye, Ken Softball. Just the second hit on the day for Moravian gives them a 4-3 lead.
The center fielder, number 14, Sage Schneider.
And now Sage Schneider will step in. And Burns really has to reset herself mentally completely.
Yeah, she hasn't been having a bad game. Other than that grand slam she allowed, she's actually been pitching pretty well, I think. She needs to get back into her zone.
Yeah, I think the one thing we've seen in this inning, she hasn't been attacking hitters the way she was in the first two. As that one is in there for a strike. If she can go back to attacking the Moravian hitters, then good things will happen. That one just missed low, 2-1 to Snyder. The 2-1. Inside at the knees, ball 3. And a little bit of frustration being shown here by Avery Burns. She likes to work the inside of that zone, but she's just not getting that call right now.
Yeah, she just needs to get an out here. Needs to get an out.
The 3-1. Grounded foul, full count.
Yeah, this will be a good opportunity here for her to right the ship a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, as much as in a 3-2, you oftentimes think about trying to fool the hitter. If you're Avery Burns, with the velocity you have on your fastball, you just got to blow it by her.
You do need to get an out anyway any time.
The payoff pitch is inside. Ball 4. And I know it's early, and I know it's only a 1-run game, but if I'm Cabrini, I might be getting someone like Daphne Santos warm in that bullpen sooner rather than later. Emily Silverman to bat here. 0 for 1 on the day. Takes that one for a strike.
Yeah, Emily Silverman, most RBIs on the team. So definitely not an easy opponent here for Burns.
The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. And this would be a huge strikeout for Burns. The 0-2. Line into the left center field gap. That's going to get down. Runner will go for third. Throw is on line, but late. And a nice single there from Silverman. Runners on the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, and both Silvermans here doing a really good job making sure that Moravian is back in this game.
And now it'll be Elmore coming to bat. Or excuse me, it looks as if there's going to be... Oh, excuse me, is this Stefano? Though it looks as if there might be a batting change going on for Moravian. Or is it going to be a pinch runner for the Greyhounds? It'll be Haley Tanner going to run for Silverman. And this is an interesting situation. First and third, nobody out with the speedy Tanner now on first base. You could see a little bit of a delayed steal here trying to draw a throw.
Yeah, 5 stolen bases on the year for her. Just been a very consistent starter, 34 games played.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now running at first base for Moravian is the DP flex. Number 18, Haley Tanner.
Up to bat here is DeStefano.
For the Greyhounds is the right fielder, number 16, Sarah DiStefano.
DiStefano flares that one. That's going to drop, takes a lot of spin. And in the end, will serve as a sacrifice ground out. Runner comes in to score. Tanner to second, and it's 5-3 Moravian.
Yeah, not quite fast enough there for potential double play, but great job getting the first out at the inning. That's always really important.
The shortstop, number 20, Ajayla Elmore.
Ajayla Elmore now steps in. 0 for 1 today on the bunt. That was fielded really nicely by Burns.
Yeah, 16 RBIs on the year for her, so definitely a very, very good hitter.
That one way upstairs, ball 1. Avery Burns gets set with the 1-1. Bounces that one, good block. Runner going, throw is on the money, and she is out.
Wow. What a big turn of events there for Cabrini, getting her out at third there. That is really huge there, getting the 2 outs here.
Yeah, a snipe and a half from Shauna Salter. And a little bit of too aggressive base running from Haley Tanner.
Yeah, not ideal at all.
That one's foul back, and all of a sudden, Cabrini is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that would happen a couple couple minutes ago.
Couple seconds ago, even. The 2-2. Swung on a miss.
Wow.
Burns gets out of it, but not before Moravian puts up a 5 spot at the end of 3. Moravian 5, Cabrini 3. Hey, Gabe, you know what it's time for?
What time is it?
It's time for Mascot Mayhem, our favorite segment here at JumboCast. The question I have for you is, in a battle between a Cavalier and a Greyhound, who would win?
I've gotta go with the Greyhound.
You're going with the Greyhound. What's the logic behind it?
I'm assuming a Cavalier is like, just like a guy, like a soldier, right?
Yeah, generally it's referred to, I actually had to look this one up. The Cavaliers, in terms of Cabrini, refer to loyalists to King Charles.
Oh, of course, the English Civil War, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I'm gotta go with the Greyhound. They didn't really have guns then, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But at the same time, it's a really interesting debate because Greyhounds, famously very loyal dogs. Cavaliers, of course, loyalists themselves. So if
yeah, but they lost that eventually. I mean,
they did. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I think in a battle, yeah, you got to give it to the Cavaliers. In a race, Greyhounds winning every time.
Of course. Be a good matchup.
Now stepping up is Delaney for the Cavaliers, who find themselves down for the first time today.
Number 32, Madison Google.
Delaney fouls that one off.
Yeah, if you're Cabrini right here, you just got to do what you were doing in the previous innings. Don't stress it out too much. You were doing a great job leading. Just got to get the lead back anyway anytime somehow this inning.
Yeah, and I mean, Delaney, as good as anyone to get you there. 396 on the year with a 122 OPS. That is 1,022, not 122. So a very, very good hitting season. Leads the Cavaliers in doubles with 9. But she is down 0-2 to Cunningham, who raises the roof but couldn't find the strike zone. 1-2. Cunningham's 1-2 is fouled off. Way to stay alive there from Delaney.
Yeah, Delaney, nine doubles on the year, so she's definitely been a good power hitter.
Absolutely. The 1-2. Way upstairs, 2-2. And this is what Cunningham can't afford to do, and that's let Cabrini batters back into at-bats after having them on the ropes. The 2-2 is grounded. High hop, and that'll be, I believe, an infield single. Be very unfortunate if they gave the error there to Elmore.
Yeah, it could be an error there, but looked like it was a pretty hard play there for her to make.
We'll see what the call is, waiting on the official call.
Now batting for Cabrini, number 1. Emma
It is
Barbera.
an error given to Elmore.
A bit of tough luck there, I think, but...
Here is Barbara, 0 for 1 on the day. Barbara, obviously a phenomenal hitter. 259 this year. Last year hit over 300. Was a first-team all-conference player a year ago. And turns that one up the middle for an infield single.
Yeah, that's a great way to start a rally to try to get back in the lead or tie the game.
And now stepping up will be number 99, Kelsey Hulling. Hitting only 247 on the year, but a 604 OPS. So she is one who has a good bit of power with her. 16 RBIs in her 24 hits. Looking to get another one here. Drops a nice bunt down. Beautiful push bunt. And that'll move the runners over. And it'll set up 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good sacrifice bunts in this game to really get the runner to move on to the next base. So that's well executed on her part. And
Shauna Stolter already had a big moment in the bottom half of the third with that beautiful throw to third base to catch Tanner running. Has 2 in scoring position here A ball into the outfield that finds grass will likely tie this game. She shows bunt, can't get it down. Strike one.
Fortunate there by her fouling it off. Otherwise, that would have been a tie game. Not tie game. One-run game.
Yeah, that was likely going to the backstop either way. Salter set. The pitch. High. Cunningham in her first real jam since that first inning.
Yeah, trying to prevent it from being one run or tie game even.
That one is just inside. Cunningham shrugs her shoulders as if to ask the umpire, what do I need to do? Both pitchers seem to want that inside part of the zone to be a little bit bigger. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Great horizontal break on that pitch.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch on her part. Definitely good job staying alive. Only one out, so definitely a good opportunity here to even get a sacrifice fly to bring in a run.
Yeah, right now you're just looking to put a ball in play for Salter. The 2-2. Just off the plate. Oh, they get it on the call. What a movement on that pitch there from Cunningham, who does the K-Rod bow and arrow celebration to celebrate the strikeout, 2 down.
That's some really high-octane pitching. Really good strikeout there.
Yeah, but unfortunate for her, she has to get Miranda out to get out of this inning. And Miranda already with 2 hits on the day.
Yeah, Miranda hitters on this team so far in the game.
Cunningham set. The 0-1 is grounded to short. Bobbled, and that is not going to be able to be made. Another error, the second of the inning from Elmore.
Yeah.
And it's 5-4.
Really tough inning there for the shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, I think with that error, that one is pretty much a factor of the speed of Miranda. That Elmore was trying to make the throw before she had the ball in her glove. And as a result, just couldn't make the play cleanly. And at that point, better off just holding it. As Miranda looks like she's going to go. That one is hit. Nice play at third base. Fired on to first. One comes in to score. At the midway point, we turn for home with the score 5-4 in favor of Moravian. We'll be right back. One out quickly there on that ground out there from Cunningham on the bunt. Good defensive play there from Burns.
Great start to the inning there by Cabrini, as they really need to hold the line here and prevent Moravian from getting any more runs here and extend the lead further.
Holly Walter, who is 0 for 1 on the day, and if you had told me at the beginning of this game that Moravian would have 5 runs through 3 innings and Holly Walter would not have a hit, I don't think I would have believed you, but that is over now as that one is lined into left field for a single.
Yep, as you were saying, she definitely begins to make her mark on the game.
How to bring up Zedelmoy, who has walked twice today. Very, very patient
Left fielder
hitter.
Number 29, Maya Zedelmoyer.
Zedelmoyer is third on the Greyhounds in walks. Well, was coming in today. Now she is second as she has passed Walter with her 2 today. Another walk and she would tie Goris for the team lead. And she is ahead 2-0 in this count. The 2-0. Ball 3.
Gotta imagine she has the green light here. She's been a great hitter on the air.
I don't know. Nobody out. 3, 4, 5 coming up. That one is in there for a strike. Now, you have to imagine Zedelmoyer is going to look for it in a red zone. So she's probably looking for a ball middle in. And if it's not there, she can take another pitch. As that one is upstairs. She draws her 3rd walk of the day, bringing her even for the team lead with Goris, who steps to the plate with 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, Burns has to really ensure that no further runs are scored in this inning. This is really important here.
Now batting number 19, Lindsay Goris.
Goris stepping up here, looking to drive in some runs. 1 out, my apologies there. It was slightly before we had gotten back on air, but there was a ground out there by Cunningham to start the inning. 1-1 is the count to Goris. That one is lined down the left field line fair. That'll score at least 1. Coming hard as Zedelmoyer. She is down and safe. An RBI double for Goris makes it 6-4.
Yeah, I mean, we said at the beginning she's a fantastic double hitter and a great job there making sure that Moravian further extends their lead in the game.
And now here is Silberman, who already has a grand slam on the day, looking to maybe burst this one wide open.
Silberman.
Infield in for Cabrini. That one just outside. That one is swung on a pitch well outside the zone, knocked to second. She'll fire onto first, but Silberman just keeps doing what she's doing, and that's chase pitches out of the zone and drive-in runs with them. Another RBI, and it's 7-4.
And that one hurts. It's a 3-run lead now for Moravian, kind of the same way that they came back from a 3-run deficit to begin the game.
And now Snyder will step up. Snyder was the 5th runner who scored in that big bottom of the 3rd. After walking, she's also struck out. Has yet to put a ball in play. Burns' 0-1 is fouled out of play. 0-2. The 0-2. Foul tipped by Snyder, staying alive. The 0-2. Just misses. Burns fires. Missed again. And Burns getting up there in pitch count, as this will be pitch number 93 through 4 innings.
93 while a tie.
That one is fouled out of play. Snyder continues to make her work.
Yeah, Snyder is definitely a batter you want to keep off the bases. Really fast. A lot of stolen bases on the air.
That one is In there, strike 3. Burns finally got the inside strike call. She strikes out Snyder to stem the bleeding, but it is 7-4 Moravian after 4.
Greyhounds in the 4th.
We'll be back
2 runs,
momentarily.
2 hits, no Cabrini errors.
Welcome back here. Cunningham back out for her 5th inning of work. Has really settled into this game after a tough first, only giving up 1 run and 2 hits in the last 3 innings of work. Faced off against Google, Burns, and Andrews this inning. So the heart of this Cabrini lineup, and they are chasing runs.
Yeah, definitely a tough place for Cabrini to be in, but they still have time.
That one gets the outside corner for strike number 1. That is really the spot that Cunningham has been living on today. That inside to righties, outside to lefties, and low. Grounded to third, hard bounce, and that'll pop off the shoulder of Holly Walter. We'll see how they score that one, but nonetheless, Google's on base.
Yeah, Moravian has not had the greatest fielding day on the day, I will say so far. Definitely something to clean up if they end up winning this game.
Yeah, they give that an error. That is 3 errors, all of which have been committed by the left side of the infield.
Avery Burns.
And this will be Burns to the plate. She is 0 for 1 on the day. Hit by a pitch in her last at-bat. The 0-1 to her is fouled out of play. She's down 0-2. And now just as Burns got the best of Cunningham in the 4th, can Cunningham get the best of Burns in the 5th? The 0-2. Upstairs, good patience from Burns to lay off it.
Yeah, this would be a great opportunity for Burns here to really help Cabrini get some more runs on the board.
The 1-2 is hit well to center field, but that's going to hang up in the wind and is caught for out number 1. A loud out.
Yeah, as we get to the later part of the game, it's really important just to get those outs so that you can put your picture in a more confident position.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's crazy to say because it feels like we were just starting this game like 10 minutes ago, but Cabrini has 8 outs left in this game. As Andrews lofts that one, that is going to be caught by the shortstop.
7 now.
A nice defensive play by Elmore. And 2 down in the top of the 5th for Delaney, who is 0 for 2 on the day.
The left fielder, number 33, Caitlin Delaney.
Has reached base on an error. Came around to score. As that one gets through the netting and runs towards the cages. 0-1. A little bit of a breeze picking up here on Spicer. Great off speed from Cunningham. And she is 1 strike away from getting through another scoreless inning.
Yeah, Cunningham's had such a good inning so far. See if she can close it out.
Maddie Cunningham facing off just outside on that one. Delaney settles back in the box. The 1-2. Hammer just foul. If that was a fair ball, that would have been long gone. Instead, it goes down a side street and takes a ride. We'll do 1-2 all over again.
That was truly a bullet of a foul ball there.
The 1-2. Fouled the other way. And a nice catch by the first basewoman off the netting. A little bit of extra defense made there from Goris. A huge at-bat as pitch number 6 to Delaney comes. Fouled off again. This reminds you of any at-bats, Gabe?
Reminds me of the Silverman at-bat early on in the game. Just a really tightly contested picture hitter drill here.
Yeah, that was a big momentum shift. We'll see if this one could do the same. That one is just low. A great eye from Delaney, and now pitch number 8 will come in this at-bat from Cunningham.
Nothing else, you're making Cunningham work even more.
The 2-2 is fouled off. Number 9 will be sown. And really, you could see the dividends of those at-bats, the one early on from Silberman in that 3rd inning when Burns got tired. The 2-2 is flared down the first base line, caught by Goris, and no runs on no hits, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-4 Moravian.
Leading off for Moravian.
That one is a little bit high, the first pitch to Silberman. Silberman 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Burns at 95 pitches coming into the 5th. And it looks as if Cabrini might be content to just run her the rest of the way. They probably, knowing that they're going to have to play tomorrow at least 1 game, maybe 2, and will likely not have a margin for error unless they can turn this one around. They're probably going to want to save Daphne Santos for tomorrow.
Yeah, they probably are. You got to have some long-term planning here.
That one is swung on and missed. A good off-speed pitch from Burns to Silberman.
Yeah, that was a really hard pitch to hit.
The one is outside, 3-1.
Yeah, she's such a good hitter. Really do definitely not want to give her a good pitch to hit here.
Yeah. The 3-1 in there, strike 2. It'll be interesting to see if Silverman gets on, what the coaching staff decides to do. As she does get on with a walk there. Last time they pinch ran with her for Tanner, who then proceeded to run herself into an out. And it looks as if they might be doing the same.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do here.
Looks as if there is a pinch runner coming. We'll see who it is. Looks as if it'll be Tanner again, so they will give her a second chance after running herself into that out.
Yeah, definitely want to get some
Ladies and
speed on the
gentlemen,
bag.
your attention, please, running at first base for Moravian is number 18, Haley Tanner. And now batting for the Greyhounds is the right fielder, number 16, Sarah DiStefano.
Sarah DiStefano steps in. She is 0 for 2 today with an RBI. That one is shanked, and a really smart play by the catcher, Stolter, to let that ball go foul. What's the call here?
I thought it was fair.
They're saying it definitely landed fair, but it rolled foul. The question is whether or not a Cabrini player made contact with the ball while it was in fair territory. The umpires are going to discuss. If a Cabrini defender made contact, then the ball will stay fair regardless of whether or not it ends. If it did not make contact, then it is a foul ball. The call is it was not touched, a foul ball, and it is 0-1.
Yeah, I think you saw it initially correctly.
Really, really good heads-up play there from Stolter. Her second great defensive play of the day. Burns, the 0-1 to DiStefano. Bunt is shown. She swings, slaps that one through. Tanner going to turn and run, and this time she will get into third. Runner goes to second. Safe. Aggressive base running for Moravian, and they got 2 in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, this base running is so imperative. With no outs this late in the game, if you can get a 4-run lead here, that might be too much for Cabrini to overcome potentially. So this is really important here.
Yeah, infield looks like it's going to come in for Cabrini as they realize the same thing that you do, Gabe, and that is another run might be game over. Looks as if we are going to get a pinch hitter for Cunningham. Waiting to see who that would be.
Come on, Ren. Here we go, 2-3.
It will be Ren Hirschman pinch hitting for Cunningham. On the season, Hirschman hitting 154. Only 13 at-bats, though, and has scored 4 times with 3 RBIs. So someone who you can turn to if you need a ball to be hit hard somewhere, and you don't really care whether or not they get on base. The exact situation Moravian finds themselves in. Hirschman fouls that one off, down 0-2. And now Burns can look for what would be huge, and that would be a strikeout.
Yeah, they just need to get it out here. Right now, there are 0 outs right now. Moravian has everything going for them.
Burns sets, fires. That was lined just foul, as Hirschman was about 1.5 feet from having a 2-run single.
That would have been 8 and 9 there for sure. Absolutely.
Burns is at 106 pitches. No signs of stopping. No one warming in the Cabrini pen. That one is flown out to center field. Caught by the center fielder, and that will be held. No runners advancing. No one wanting to test the arm of Miranda.
She made that play look pretty easy, but that is not an easy play. She had to travel a good distance to get that ball in shallow left field.
Yeah, and notice how they had Miranda take it
Cunningham.
as opposed to letting that be taken by Delaney. That's because teams know about Miranda's arm. They want to make sure that if Miranda takes that, the runner's not going. That one is just in there for a strike to Cunningham. Cunningham 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Cunningham showed bunt. Did she pull it back in time? Says yes. That is ball 1.
Look how close she was to home plate to try to cover a potential run being scored at home.
Yeah, I mean, Moravian's already run a suicide squeeze once today. We'll see if they try it again. That one upstairs, ball 2. Moravian seems to be calling out some sort of set play. We'll see what it is. The 2-1 is at the knees for strike 2. A great pitch from Burns, who is now 1 strike away from getting a huge second out. The 2-2 fouled off.
And this would be absolutely huge if she's able to get the 2 outs here with those runners still at second and third.
Hey, Cora, relax, kid. Have some fun.
The 2-2.
Help yourself here.
Burns sets, fires, fouled out of play into the porch of a house across the street. And we'll do it over again. Burns sets, fires. That one is hammered, just foul. Cunningham half a second ahead of that one. If that's straight, that's headed towards the flagpole.
An absolute missile there.
The 2-2. Burns sets, fires, skied, and caught by the first basewoman, 2 down. And now Burns finds herself 1 out away from getting out of 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out, unscathed.
Now batting for the Greyhounds.
And this has been a great recovery here by Burns to really get it to 2 outs here with those runners, as I mentioned before, still at second and third. They haven't moved at all.
It's interesting. I would almost think about intentionally walking Walter here.
Really?
They're not going to. But you do have Zettelmeyer, who is a good hitter behind her. However, Walter's been the best hitter on this Moravian team all year, and you cannot afford to give up a hit right now.
You absolutely cannot. You just see what they do here.
As it looks as if Burns is being very careful with Walter.
You definitely want to make sure those balls are going towards the outside of the plate.
The 2-0, foul back, strike 1.
Come on, Devin. Come on, Devin. Deep breath. Have some fun, kid.
Burns really digging deep this inning. That one bounced, gets past the catcher, and will score a run.
And that run is really a killer there. She did a great job there, Burns, getting the 2 outs from being down 0 outs, but
yeah, we'll see how they score that. I'm interested to see if they call that a wild pitch or a passed ball.
Yeah, I think it was a wild pitch there.
They do call it a wild pitch. That one is upstairs, ball 4. Burns has now thrown 120 pitches, and the fatigue is starting to become visible.
Yeah, with runners at the corners here, kind of in a tough place.
Zettelmeyer steps in, takes that one up, delayed steal, easy as you like for Walter.
Yeah, back to where you were before. Just have to close the deal here if you're Cabrini.
That one is grounded hard to second base. Tough hop, but staying with it there and making a play nicely was Barbara. We go to the 6th, 8-4 Moravian. Burns keeping the Cavaliers in it.
Your attention, please, defensively for Moravian, re-entering at shortstop.
Welcome back here to Spicer Field. Emily Barbaro, after that really nice defensive play to end the 5th, will look to start off the 6th and give the Cavaliers some sort of momentum, as they have only had 3 runners reach base since that 2nd inning. As that one is hammered, just foul. As she read that perfectly, just couldn't quite keep her hands back long enough to keep that thing fair.
Yeah, that was an absolute bomb. Probably would have been gone.
Cunningham shakes off the pitch, now sets 0-1. Is hammered, Same result. Off a house across the street. Just foul.
Yeah, pretty much exact same location there.
I'll tell you what. Whatever Cunningham just threw for the last 2 pitches, don't throw it again. Because if Barbara straightens it out, it's going to go about 300 feet.
Yes, it is.
The 0-2. Off speed. Just missed.
Nice pitch, Matty.
That had great movement.
That was a great pitch there.
Cunningham sets. Deals. Lined into center field. A base hit. Great at-bat for Barbara.
Yeah, good start to the inning there for Cabrini, trying to build a rally here.
And we've talked about it in terms of the other side and Avery Burns and just her workload, having thrown 120 pitches. It's crazy to say. Cunningham's only at 77 through 5 innings.
That's incredible. She's had a great performance today.
She was at 33 at the end of the first. And really, you have to imagine the Moravian coaching staff is hoping she can finish this one out, save the rest of their pitching staff for tomorrow. That one is grounded up the middle, flipped to second, on to first, in time!
What a perfectly executed double play.
4-6-3 double play!
That was incredible.
One of the rarest plays you see in college softball. A 4-6-3 double play.
The catcher, number 30.
And just like that, the bases are empty again.
Yeah, dream result there for Moravian.
That one just high, 4-1. Stalter is 0 for 1 with a walk and a couple of really nice defensive plays.
Yeah, if Cunningham can get out of this inning unscathed, I mean, I think you have to say she'll go the next inning as well, probably.
Yeah, for sure. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Cunningham now 1 strike away from getting through the 6th. Cunningham's 1-2. Lifted. Down into left field. Over tracking and a beautiful play defensively by Elmore for out number 3. That was the Elmore show in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom. Moravian up by 4. Avery Burns back out there for her 6th inning of work. 122 pitches in. And a little bit of discussion going on here with the umpires and Stolter regarding the softballs. Everyone seems satisfied. And we can get back to softball. Gorey stepping in, already with 2 hits on the day. The only player in this game to be 2 for 2. Looking for her 3rd hit of the day. That one's fouled out of play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Moravian can get even more insurance runs than they already have here.
Yeah, because as much as a 4-run lead feels good, you do have the very top of the Cabrini lineup coming up in the top of the 7th. Burns misses there, high, 1-1. That one is just high, 2-1. Gories hits that one to dead center, but it hangs up for Miranda, out number 1.
Yeah, pretty routine foul ball there for the center fielder.
Yeah, just got under it, did Gories. If she gets that square, could have gone a lot farther. Marcia Silberman stepping up.
The catcher, number 32, Marcy Silberman.
She is the difference in this game with that grand slam in the 3rd. And time is called by the umpire. Looks as Burns taking her time. Now sets, fires, grounded hard to 3rd, fired on to 1st, 2 down.
Yeah, Burns got to be happy here. 2 pretty routine fielding plays here.
And one thing to note, it looks as if prior to that ground ball, they had given an automatic ball to Silberman for a pitch clock violation on Burns. That one is flared into shallow right. Going back and making the play is Barbara. Great defense from Cabrini. Now it's time for the bats to put up or shut up. We go to the 7th. Cabrini needs 4 to keep this one going.
Moravian goes 1, 2, 3.
Last ups for the Cavaliers, who were trying to keep themselves from falling into the loser's bracket. They need 4. Miranda steps up. She has been their best hitter all season, and that's still true today. 2 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, pretty daunting task facing Cabrini here, but Miranda's definitely the perfect person that can start it off.
And Cunningham has just really, after that first inning, been dominant. Only 1 run and 3 hits given up in the last 5 innings.
Yeah, she's really been one of the big stories this game, for sure.
But what you don't want to do is let runners get on base, because that's how rallies start. The 2-0 is grounded hard. Nice play by the third baseman. Fires on and gets her by a step.
Yeah, really nice, accurate throw there by her.
Great play by Holly Walter. 1 down. And Cabrini down to their last 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 8, Abby Tobelman.
First pitch to Tobelman. Outside for ball 1.
And if you're Cabrini, you just have to get on base here. Have to do something positive here.
That one is low. 2-0 now.
Like, getting a walk will be fine. Just got to get on base. Got to give the next batter a chance to make some damage here.
That one is grounded hard through the left side. And Tobelman gets herself on.
Good piece of hitting like that at work as well. That was a really good job there by her.
Yeah, absolutely.
The shortstop, number 32, Madison Google.
Google steps in 1-for-3 on the day. Does have 2 RBIs from that first inning. Takes that one for a strike. Was dropped by the catcher, but runner not going anywhere with a 4-run game.
Yeah, Cunningham's got to shake off that hit. Gotta make sure he can strike her out.
The 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Can they do it again? 4, 6, 3. That's how you finish the game. And just like that, Moravian books themselves a ticket to the winner's bracket. Cabrini's going to have to do it the hard way. If they want to go out of this regional, they're going to have to win 4 in a row. We'll be back in about an hour to give you the second game between Husson and Tufts to find out who these two teams have to play tomorrow and how this regional is going to shape up. For all of us here at JumboCast, I've been Riley Daniel. Stay home safely.